Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today on my day of power, as above, so below. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRS. Those are the African traditional sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, understand I do not teach my personal beliefs or practices, but I do teach universal laws because, sir and ma'am, that is applicable to each and every one of you guys as well as myself. I want to also, before I get any further, I'm going to say I hope everyone is safe and secure behind this storm. In honor of my head of Risha Mafedi Fun Oya Yanza, mother of 9. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for checking up on Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. As you're being notified that I am live, thank you so much for being a part of this live and these programs that allow melanated people to gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It doesn't matter if you work with me or ever encounter me on a physical encounter. It matters to me that you are enlightened, so that therefore when you work with somebody else, that you will have a more realistic idea of what real magic is. I am 51 years of age. I've been doing magic since I was a child. And I do realize even when people that are around me, they still miss the boat. You understand? They still miss their flight. Because when it comes down to real magic and real spirituality, it's a lifestyle. And a lot of people are not out here trying to renew their minds. They're not trying to gain in a place where it allows them to do the things that they are necessary in order for them to grow, develop, and to harness this energy, frequency, and vibration. What's up there, my Aquarius from Aloha? Thank you so much for being with me a little earlier. I went on TikTok and to explain ancestry, and now we're back on YouTube because this is where we do our work. This is where we get our readings. This is where we get our incense burns and our conjure, our mysticism. What's up, Mama Susan, my Gemini in the house? Thank you for Mother Susan being so gracious to Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. If this is, once again, I want to say to those that are still dealing with the aftermath of this hurricane, my padrino was actually in the direct path of that hurricane. I contacted him earlier. I have been keeping in contact with him through the night, and also to my god sister. I contacted her to see if she was all right, and that she had talked with Padrino Michael, and so I was just figuring out whether I'm going to be able to go over there, but I am going to assist because that's what being a godson is. You can't be there physically, you can be there in other ways. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina, my aphrodisiac, my succulicious, my chocolate without nuts. I come with nuts, y'all. Nuts are included over here. But I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys for being with us. And yes, I'm glad to be beyond this particular storm. Hello, thank you. Daisy is in the house. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising. I just actually love what I do when it comes down to the ATRs and interacting with people that really want to learn what real magic is. And y'all support is just unbelievable to most. I'm just very, very thankful for the support. Also the likes, the shares, also how you guys support me with Super Chat. And to all of my graveyard family, and my soon-to-be members of Orisha, and my soon-to-be members of Palo Miambe. Somebody put here, where are you? I am actually, John Johnson, we are actually in Florida, in the Port St. Lucie area. My church is in Fort Pierce. So, if that matters. It's all right, baby. My baby Scorpio says she is on break, stopping by to say hi. All right, honey, make that money. Daisy, Jesus love you. Daisy, go somewhere else with that Jesus. This is a melanated platform. If you have not been taught on spiritual etiquette or mannerism, is a thing called rude and intrusive, and that's what most people that claim to promote Jesus and witness Jesus. Jesus was not intrusive. He was asked to come to the Centurion's house. He did not push his way. He did not push his religion. Even the Bible says that Jesus went to a city that had unbelief, and he could not work many miracles, because a part of witnessing is not forcing. That's what Caucasian people do. They force their ideas, their opinion, and their sexuality on other people, places, and things. That's what Christianity gets all of those ideas from. So we're not here to enforce Jesus. We're here to enforce, give people an opportunity universally to apply to whatever resonates with him or her. Whether that is Joshua, whether that is Emmanuel, whether that is the Orishas or the Loas and Kisi and Pungos. What's up, my Pisces? All right, in the house. Goddess, Pisces goddess is in the house. I am on my way to Florida right now to smack you around with this witchcraft. Okay, I would love for you to come, John Johnson, to come to meet me on personal level, because I haven't whooped somebody's ass in a long time. I really didn't have to, because my spirit did, but you come here and put your hands on me, as my mom would say, put your dick beaters on me, sir. I might look good and I might taste good, but I can lay hands. So I actually, if you want to, my church, you can Google my church, so you have the accurate address. So if you for real, you can find me. That's right. And you'll find out how I get down for real. So you'll know this is not a front for social media. So Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated is my actual church. It's Google. I'm legal. You can find me. All right. So please do come to Florida, and I will bring out the sunshine, as the Clock Sisters say, in your ass. That ain't a part of their lyrics, but it is some of their lyrics. So thank you so very much, John. It's all these yeah. Yeah, I would love for John Johnson. He will find out real quick that I am not that guy. What's up, my love? My Taurus is in the house. Let's get this 7th chakra the going on for in my energy of Oya the hurricane. White people love talking about what they'll do when they got a group. But my dad taught me how to fight more than one person at one time. And then I'm going to mix your 7th chakra with High John. So as I was saying, I'm just very thankful for all the love and the support that are out here in social media, and to all of my family, that is my biological family. I checked on my sister and her kids to make sure they were okay. And I've been up late last night just trying to make sure everybody was good and doing well. I stayed up with Mother Susan. She went to bed early, so she slept through it, so she's good. So I want to say thank you so very much for this platform being actually empowered for melanated people, and I just do honor the spirits for allowing me to have such a people. We got new subscribers. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers on our channel. So congratulations to each and every one of you guys for your shares, your likes, your super chats, and of that nature. I want to talk about this, and I'm not going. I always start to say it like this. I'm not trying to be offensive, but when I know that people don't know what they're talking about, and people are out here just throwing things out there to sound like they know what they're talking about, it really puts melanated people in a bad position. And therefore, when you're doing real magic, you need to understand the significance of things. And so therefore, you will understand as you get deeper into the ATRS and the African and Black arts, you will understand why it is so significant about what I'm going to talk about on today, and why we do the things that we do, and the way we do it, and why some of these practices are definitely closed, and you have to be initiated in this to protect the validity of these arts. Because when you get Caucasian people involved in stuff, they start whitewashing stuff, they start trying to change stuff, they try to create their own gods out of our resources and stuff. They've been robbing melanated people since they've been here. So, you know, one of the things that you guys have to understand is that our knowledge is for us. Our wisdom is for us. It's for the well-being of it. You have a mixed family. That's a whole nother episode. But I'm here for all melanated people, whether you mix. If you got black in you and you respect the diaspora and you honor the primordial mothers and fathers of this universe, I don't have a problem. I have a problem with people that are just out here throwing out information that they've Googled or they read on something, but they themselves don't understand the significance of it and they can't implement it. And so they got people out here just talking out of their ass. So that's why I come out here not trying to sell everything I know. And you know, it's just, I'm very, very concerned, especially in the church world, when we get to a point where we are able to get healed, set free, and then we're supporting things that are actually going to support us as a collective. Not just supporting something that does something for you right now, but may do something for your children, your grandchildren, somebody that understands what real spirituality is and what it is not. I do understand that some people, I'm not their cup of tea, and that's fine. I'm not, my verbiage, my language is offensive to them. And I tell them all the time, go find somebody that speaks your tone and that you can resonate. Because at the end of the day, if you get the truth, that's all that really matters. You don't necessarily have to get it from me. But there's a lot of people that are out here not telling the truth. And some people are doing it out of ignorance. But there's a lot of people doing it out of just pure misguiding people intentionally. Especially black people. So I want to talk about numerology and the ATRS and its effect on your magic. Your magic is, hold on, y'all. Your magic is Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Now, by definition, numerology is the belief in an occult, which is a hidden truth, divine or mystical, relating between a number or one or two coinciding events. That means synchronicity. That when people are utilizing numbers, now everybody that's worked with me, that's done conjure with me, knows that my numbers are 3, 6, and 9. Those are my numbers. In Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, like those numbers follow me, and those are my manifestation numbers. Now, numerology is also the study of numbers and their energetic influence in your life. Numbers reveal your traits and help you to make correct decisions about relationship, health, education, marriage, love, finances, etc. This is where rituals come to be a part of. I put down here my numbers. 369 is the repetition throughout the day. Reinforce your intention and signal to the universe to bring a desire into the reality. Fundamental fabric of the cosmos is 369, a divine connection. Now, why is that significant? Whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, or you're atheist, numbers play a part in all aspects of conjure. That's from writing somebody's name down 3 times, writing somebody's name down 7 times, writing somebody's name. Numbers carry an energy, a frequency, and vibration. Angels are considered called by angles, like the angles, the protractor, whatever angle that energy is in, that is called the angel of that region. And so that's why Michael rules the east, and Gabriel the north, and Uriel is about the north. And who does the south? I think Gabriel. Anyway, I haven't done that in a minute, the angelic aspects. But my point is, numbers matter. Throwing around numbers, whether it's angel numbers or throwing around numbers about telling people to read things certain times, if you don't know the significance of that number, and you don't really believe in numerology or numbers and how they affect our magic. It is, you shouldn't be out here telling people to do numbers, because that energy can affect that person in a negative way. If you don't understand why when we go to the ocean we're utilizing the number of 7 or we're utilizing the number of 9, whether that is Yimi Ya, whether it's called Madre Agua, whether it is Olokun, every Yimi Ya is my second mother. When you step to the crossroad and you know that 3 Eshu or Iligba or numbers carry energy. When you deal with you deal with Shango, the number of 6, you know, all of these numbers and why they represent is important, and they're significant to the person that you are telling those things to. It is so many people out here. Let me tell y'all something. If you really understood numerology, then your life would be better. You would understand the numerical combination to healing. You would understand the numerical combination to prosperity. You would understand. This is why I've never seen so many people are always out there throwing numbers. But look at your life. If you understood mathematics, if you understood geometry, look at your life. It would not be subtracting, it would be adding. The Bible says, you seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all this righteousness, all these things shall be added unto you. The fact that you don't understand numerology, why the number 3 represents your door, what 4 represents. You know, it's astounding how many people are out here telling you about understand the law of rhythm and repetition. All of these things are synonymous to the individual, whether you're an air sign, or earth sign, a water sign, or a fire sign. Numerology is our structure. What I mean by that, how our anatomy is built. Our everything about what we are built on has numerology, has numerical importance. It is not just about the number system in the United States. It's about the universal effects of numbers. You know what I'm saying? Obatala being the number 8, which is infinity. He also rules what? The bones. He rules the color white. Same thing about Dambala. White. You got to understand that if you put a spell and you do that 9 times, that means that you want that to be a perpetual manifestation. But what if you don't understand that you're dealing with a babe, and now this babe is out there doing a reversal on somebody that is far beyond their ability, and they did a spell that put that thing in motion perpetual. That means that when they keep sending that energy out to that person, that spell gonna pop back on a continual basis. This man. Goddess of said this man abused me, stop his spirit, God. All right. Goddess, you came on here to falsify and to come against my character. So let me explain something. The only way that I can abuse you, I had to beat your pussy up. Or your anus. Either way, your evidence will have to come through DNA. So if you don't have DNA proof, you are the reason why women are not believed. I want every woman on here, on this platform, whether you practice with me or you don't practice me, this is the type of stuff that it is up to our sisters to stop. You know why? Because when a man violates a woman for real, she needs to be believed. Do y'all understand? When a woman gets up and she announces and goes on social media and she says these things, she needs to be believed. But when women utilizes this platform, this era, which my character cannot be approached with this kind of stuff, but there are other men that out here that can get caught up in this. This is why you guys have to stand up against sisters, melanated or non-melanated, that falsely accuse men. So when women, even young children that find themselves being abused, they can feel that they are going to be believed, because you don't have women out here just throwing that free willy-nilly. And I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. But this is why this is so important. But once again, this, when you, even in Christianity, this is why rituals are important. Rituals means repetition of a said affirmation or a statement in order to that thing to come to pass. Putting that thing in a cycle. When you do a ritual, you go Ochosi is 5 or 4. No, 4. His numbers are 4 and 7. Oshun number is 5. I apologize. There's significance behind not only the number of offerings, the number, like when I got initiated and crowned Mafedi Fun Oya Yanza, I had to have 9 santeros that were crowned or Mafedi Fun Oya. Every number matters. I had to receive 9 spirits. I had to go to different locations in representation of that number. Even though in each one of my initiations, my numbers were 3, 6, and 9. Now, the reason why those ceremonies cost so much, because everything had to be in the number of 9 in representation of Oya. And so therefore the number 9 is significant in my life, also significant in my manifestation. So people that give $9, I'm just giving an example. Say for instance that Goddess Pisces say, you know what, I'm going to send Apostle Ela $3. That's going to have one significance. If she decides, you know what, I'm going to send him $6. That's going to have another significance, because that represents Shango, right? And then she decides to send $9, right? Or she says, you know what, I'm going to send him $300, because my baby Sagittarius did it. She said, you know what, I'm going to send him $369. Those numbers are going to manifest in her life based off of the manifestation and the significance of energy. She's a water sign. So when she does that manifestation, because water and air are carriers, so she has to be ready for the deposit into her water. You got to understand, earth is a birth and it's growth. Whatever your energy is, when that return comes, those numbers are going to affect your energy based off of who you are, but through my numbers. And so therefore, when we do things of that nature, we need to have clear understanding. My mother of 9, multicolors. That's when I was telling you guys about with the candle of burning with Mafedi Fun Oya. My deity, my goddess, is about change. So if Pisces goddess is not ready for transformation, then she shouldn't be working with the number of 9. If she wants her waters to stay still, I'm using an example. If she's working Psalm 23 and she's reading that 3 consecutive times, right? She wants still water. That's why she's working with Psalm 23. Now, if she works and she turns around and says she puts a number 9 there, that means it's going to transform her water from being still water to stirring of the water. It still be a healing, right? So we go from still waters to the pool of Bethesda. The angel stirs the water, right? Troubles the water. But if she's going to do that, she needs to be aware of that when she changes the numerical number. I'm just saying, just of reading scripture, it is going to significantly change her energy because she's a water element. If you're an air element, it's going to change the shift. You work with the atmosphere. The atmosphere can be calm or the atmosphere can be very chaotic. You can't just be out here repeating something 7 times, repeating something 9 times, repeating something 4 times, repeating something 3 times, invoking a spirit Not understanding that each time you invoke, every time you invoke that name, you're changing the significance. So if you do that, just say El Shaddai 9 times. You're asking for a transformation of the many-breasted one in your life. It matters. If I'm doing conjure and I am summoning my Egun, this is why we use our Egun and we knock 9 times, because 9 represent what? Ancestors. It is too many people claiming that they understand numerology, but their life does not carry the energetic impact of that said knowledge. To understand the formula or the numerical combination, that means you can create and you can destroy. I'm going to say it again. Understand the mathematic formula, the numerical formula of an entity, a spirit, a Egun, a Moreto, is mean that you can either create an energy or manifestation, or you can destroy energy. We have to stop. Leave certain things to the experts. Do what you know. Do in the confinements of what you know. Now, numbers reveal what? Traits. When they were throwing the Delagoons, and whether I've got from the Babala, Ochosi has spoken to me, Ilikwa has spoken to me. Oya, when you do your Ita, you have to hear from each Orisha, and each Orisha has a different number, and they all speak to different aspects of your life. Okay? Same thing when it comes down to Palo. Each energy, frequency, and vibration has a different number. It is facts. My favorite chief apostle. Thank you, baby. And so each one of those numbers has something very different to say to me and affected my energy very differently. And so my point is, in order for me to show you guys what people really don't know, I have to teach you what it is without telling you the secrets. Because it's too many of you guys that are out here searching and you want to know. But these people are saying stuff about numerology that they really don't understand, because they're not that smart. And they're not putting that kind of time in. And they're just going around and saying things. They need to know the significance of the energy behind that number, and how that is going to affect people, places, and things. I know if I'm going to call my Egun, I know I have to do that 9 times. I know if I'm going to go to the crossroad, I have to do things in 3s. If I go to the ocean, I got to do things in 5. Because that's my path. Whether I'm working for myself or whether I'm working for somebody else. I understand. I tell my clients, I always tell them my numbers are 369, which means that those are the spheres of cycles where my energy manifests. It could be 3 minutes, 3 hours, 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks. It could be, or it could be 6 weeks, 6 seconds, 6 minutes. The same, because my energy spirals. This is how my energy. That's my manifestation, and which 369 is the very fundamental fabric of the universe. I mean, it's a foundational number. Those numbers, right? So that's why my powers and my manifestations are the way that they are. I try to explain this to melanated people, so therefore when you're interacting with me versus interacting with other people, they have a different numerical formula. Sometimes we're judging people based off of somebody else's gift, talent, and abilities or operation, when it has a lot to do with what you have need of. What are you searching for? What kind of healing do you want? What kind of protection do you want? What kind of enlightenment are you looking for? Okay, I can defeat your enemies in a lot of ways, but I'm the type of person, I don't want any of my clients focus completely on their enemies because I'm not enemy conscious like that. We're going to handle your enemies, but we want to promote your life. We're gonna remove you from this situation, but we're going to put you in a better situation. We're going to bring you out of darkness, of ignorance, and we're going to enlighten you over here. I got to have some type of resolution because that's why my energy works. Other than that, I feel like I'm wasting time. So the study of numbers and their energetic influence on your life, it reveals your traits and it helps you to make correct decisions. Okay? How can somebody understand numerology and keep making bad decisions? To understand the traits of a thing, which means that the characteristics of something, that means that you, as we say in the scripture, know the fruit, know the tree by the fruit that they bear. That's traits. When you burn my mental clarity, and you say, for instance, you may call somebody's name 3 times, or you may call it 7, whatever you're trying to manifest, and you use that to reveal the truth. Mental clarity means that confusion is gone. But my thing is, if you're not ready for the manifestation and you ain't ready for the truth and you ain't ready for clarity, then you don't need to do that. You need to make a good decision for your life. Because sometimes knowing certain things actually complicates your life. This is what I tell people about. I'm a Sag. If you are sensitive and you're easily offended, then you don't need to be that close to me. You can learn from me from a distance. You can support my ministry. You can support what we do on the platform. But you don't need to be close up because I call it like I see it. I am interested in you understanding. So therefore you can benefit off of my teaching and not just say, oh, that was this part of the word was good for me. You need to be able to eat the whole loaf. You need to be able to digest the meal. Not parts of my meal, but the meal itself, because there's nutrients in each one of those categories. In order for you to be in a place, you should not be following me this long and you're not ascending. If you're still descending, that means you're not applying what I'm teaching. You're regurgitating. In other words, you're speaking it. You can tell me what I said, but you're not applying it to your basic life. I have certain people, y'all, and this is why numerology matters. And I keep telling people about me. I say this all the time. If you're not stable, if you fickle, if you wishy-washy, don't mess with me and don't be close to me. Because when I start getting quiet, it is not because I don't have nothing to say. I'm a 51-year-old Sagittarius. I don't like how you live your life. If I don't like how you live your life, I am not going to emulate and neither do I want to be in conversation with you. I'm going to say this again. If you knew my numerical setup and why I think the way that I think, if I look at you and I look at how the decision that you make and I'm not in agreement with, I am not interested in hearing anything you have to say. To listen to you is to allow your information and your formulas to get in my ear, and for whatever reason I might accidentally apply some of the foolishness that you do, and now my life is looking like yours. I tell people, if you look at the person before you follow somebody, before you get in, do you want to be where they already at, not where they going? What appeals to what they have going on? That lets you know if this is not what I want to reflect, I can't listen to you. I got people right now, I got Pisces, I got all kind of water signs. And I keep looking at them and they looking at me. And I'm like, look at your life. Why are you always trying to give me advice? I'm a fire sign. I'm still befuddled. I am still astounded at people around me that are trying to guide my head, and I'm constantly looking at you. You keep making this dumb decision, and you're in your 40s. You have nowhere you have been consistent anywhere. You're back and forth in your life. Why are you giving advice? Get your life in order. This is why we call it a formula. There's a sequence of numbers. In order to put your pen in, they got to know your sequence of numbers. What is 1, 2, 4, or 7? They got to know your sequence of numbers. If you open my phone, you got to know my sequence of pattern. It's still math. Why is your mouth going and your brain ain't on? You can't help my life because your life is out of order. You're going to cause a problem with me because I don't want to listen to you. If it don't make sense, then you don't need to be talking about it. Numerical magic is understanding where something begins and where something ends. Sometimes you got to sit back and ask yourself, why do I keep doing this? Hanging around somebody successful ain't going to make you successful. Hanging around somebody that's powerful is not going to make you powerful. You're going to annoy them. Because the truth is, you're not going to apply the principles by which him or her live. And which means that you're going to become a problem. If you don't believe that the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much, then you're not going to utilize prayer as your weapon or instrument of salvation. I am going to count up the cost. You don't. You still thinking about somebody using you. I don't. If you understood numerology, you would understand you wouldn't be trying to turn me into something that I'm not. I was having a conversation with Darius, and I was telling him that I already have a Pisces, and he always just like want to hug. I ain't never been that. That's not my energy. If I'm hugging you, I'm grinding you. So he was, and I was trying to explain to him. And that it's nothing personal against anybody. I show affection very, very different. My moon is in Aries. I show affection. My love language is different. I believe that a lot of us are out here trying to turn somebody into something for their own personal desire. When the truth is, you can get what you want, but you got to get it where it's being supplied at. If you trying to make your life better, you trying to make your money better, you trying to become smarter and more proficient in your life, I'm your guy. If you want your back beat out, I'm your guy, just not for free. But to try to get me to behave in an energy that is not mine. I got birthed through Obatala number 8. I am not Obatala. My Padrino is Obatala. He's always trying to be diplomatic. That ain't me. Mr. Mario had Libra as his rising sign, always trying to be diplomatic. That ain't me. I'm straightforward. I tell it like a T.I. is. Either I am or I'm not. I don't pretend to be somebody's friend. I would love be. Just like I would take pleasure in being your friend, I would take pleasure in being your enemy. That's my energy. That's me. Those are my numerical makeup. And this is what I say about relationships. Things that make you healthy may make somebody else sick. Stop out here giving advice as though that you understand the significance of people and what makes them healthy. What educate. Everybody learn different. Every single person on planet Earth learn different. And they learn different subjects very differently. And if you understood that and you respected that, then you could walk in the power of numerology. But I keep watching people. Oh, this number and this a 9 and this. Do these people even know what that stuff means? Where's my boss? People that I do readings for know that I read from these deck of cards. These are the 72 names of God, which is the triangle, the pyramid. I know the significance of the magic that I utilize when I work with these cards. What happens is people get readings from me and you don't understand the significance. And every time you get a reading from me and you don't obey those readings, you're dealing with structure. Pyramids about structure. If you have no intention, whether you get readings from me or anybody, and you have no intention of moving forward in the information that is given to you, then why are you doing it? Because now you're finding yourself in disobedience of the information you asked for, because this is not pushed upon you. I always tell people, if you're not ready to act in your life, then I'm not the person for you. I am not a venter. I'm not the person I'm going to sit there and listen to you vent. I like solving problems. I'm about action. I'm a person that stays to myself. I'm a people person, but I'm also a loner. That's also in my ATRS. It's also in my my Misas. It all comes out. But you still trying to make me something I'm not. If you want to grow, understand what numerology really is and how it affects you. Then, are you good at repetition? Are you good at rituals? Are you good at going to the same pot, the same altar, over and over and over again, the same river, the same ocean, over and over again until you see manifestation? I'm going to say that again. Are you good with going to the same altar, the same cauldron, the same river, the same lake, the same crossroad until you get manifestation? That's what a ritual is. It's something that you do over and over again until it is perfected, until it comes to fruition. Some of us, we want to do something one time and we're looking out for manifestation. Some of us want to do it 2 or 3 times and we sit around looking for manifestation. Depending on your numerology, your makeup, that's why it's significant. There's times that I'm flipping cards for people and doing a reading and they'll say, keep shuffling. I don't ask questions. I just do as I'm told. What's on unveiling AM? I can be flipping these cards and getting ready to stop this and keep going. It's not my job, because I'm reading for somebody, why spirit or ego wants me to continue to shuffle those cards. I've literally been told, stop. This is why you can't just have cards. You just can't have shells. Those numbers mean something. And when you can't interpret it, and I'm not talking about what the books say interpret. You need to be able to interpret that you need to be able to interpret that number to that person. And some of y'all are like, Apostle Eli, let me tell you something. I'm not going to do the readings that I used to do with people for $20. Some of y'all be asking me stupid stuff. Or telling me stupid stuff. You don't give me enough money for me to read for you like that. And the danger of me reading like that, and you know you're a type of person that's not going to follow through and you're going to do stuff when you want to, I wouldn't advise you. When you're dealing with people that deal with Egun for real and deal with spirits and ancestors for real, I don't advise getting readings when you know you're not the type of person that follow instruction. That's just real talk. If you get readings out of entertainment, you get all the readings you want to. But if that person is real and they're tapping into your Egun or your spirit or energy, and you already know before you got the reading that you weren't going to do anything suggested or implied to you, then you had no business getting no reading. Why are you showing up at the beauty salon, don't have no intention of getting your hair Done. Why are you showing up at the shoe carnival and you ain't got no intention of buying shoes? This is not a game. This affects your life. This affects your health. This affects your children. This affects every aspect of you. This affects your beginning and this affects your end. And the fact that you've been around me this long and knowing that I do real magic and you are still with the shits. Let me say this, and I'm going to say this clearly because this is my day of power. I'm not in search for pussy or ass. That comes to me naturally. I don't chase. I attract. Ain't nobody finna make me do nothing I don't want to do. My mother made sure before me and my sister left her house that whatever we were doing it because we wanted to. I don't know how your life set up, but when I don't have no respect for you because you don't keep your word, that you play all kind of head game, and let me tell y'all something. I'm hard on women, but I'm even hard on men. I give women more grace. But when you are a man and that you not following the precepts and the formula of your manhood, especially in your particular age bracket, sir, I don't have no respect for you. Let me tell y'all something about Minister Mario. He was younger than most people. Minister Mario stayed to himself. Check. Mr. Mario kept a job. Check. Minister Mario independent. Check. Minister Mario take care of his responsibility. Check. Minister Mario, when I go somewhere, Minister Mario, he been ready. He be waiting on me. He could financially support our relationship. And when he did not, because I always made more money than he did. I ain't just started making, I've always had more resources than he had. And when I wanted him to do certain things for me, I paid for it. He never had to pay for stuff I wanted him to do for me. Because I paid for my own lifestyle. But the fact that you are trying to be close, you can't afford. Why y'all think, some of y'all think I'm holding you up. You can't afford to walk with me. Your ass too broke. I'm not going to have problems with people because you can't afford to do what I do naturally. That's why TLC say stick to the rivers and the lakes you used to. The same thing is with Conjure. If you don't see where you are able to embrace the energy and frequency and vibration, then you shouldn't be trying to be that close. I'm not going to get in the rain and try to roll with Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm not going to frustrate them when they look at my face when they put down a $500 tip. Because I can't do that. I ain't going to do it. I'll do 100, but I'm not doing no 500. You're sitting there, you're walking, you're trying to walk with somebody that's extraterrestrial. You're trying to have conversation with somebody where your intellect don't go that high. You still got issues about how your family feel about you. I don't give no fucks about how my family feel about me. Me and you in two different mindsets. I'm 51 years old. I got 30 years at UPS. I can retire anytime I want to. I got 2 or 3 businesses going on at the same time. I got pussy and ass at my disposal. I got pussy and ass at my disposal. We ain't in the same category. And I'm 51 and I'm healthy. I ain't even 100 yet. Look at my skin. How? Where? When? You shouldn't be frustrating yourself. If you're not ready to walk in those numbers, if you're not willing to count up those costs, then sir and ma'am, you have no business frustrating yourself. Do what everybody has done. Doing what they can and doing it out of love and receiving their benefits. But to sit there and think that you're going to be able to walk with me, encounter with me, it's impossible. I've already chosen the people that I know based off spirit, what can do what they need to do with Apostle Ely. That's how you don't frustrate yourself. I do not teach stupid. I don't teach irrational. I don't teach hopes and dreams. If the numbers are not there, they're just not there. If you ain't got the numbers, you just ain't got the numbers. Stay there until you get the number. If that particular manifestation means something to you, you don't have the skills. You don't have the look. You're not people oriented. People love being around me. People don't like being around you. I do well. I work well with others. You don't work well with nobody, not even yourself. That's when we talk about numerology. You would know all of this based off of the traits. You would know who's good for you and who's not good for you. You would know the difference between salt and pepper. What's up, Apollo? Thank you for joining us. You're frustrated because you're ignoring the formula. If you want my attention, then you need to know the formula. I'm going to tell you the formula again in case you didn't hear it. It's Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal. If you want my attention, calling my number, texting me, well, I might look at it. If you want my attention, you want me to hit brakes and get my undivided attention. I already told you the formula. You try everything else to get to my psyche. That ain't gonna never get there. What it's gonna do is I'm be asking myself, why are you here? Why are you in my face? Why are you playing yourself? Can I tell you this about me? I like smart men and smart women. I'm gonna say it again. Maybe you missed it, because I'm telling you my traits. I like smart men and I like smart women. I will talk to a 2-year-old before I have a conversation with you. That's not my fault. That's yours. Because if you have been learning what you needed to learn, you would be more intellectual, interesting, where I would have a... I'm a Sagittarius. I like smart. I like smart. I like wisdom. I like people that say stuff that makes sense. I like people that do stuff that makes sense. You might not be as flashy as I am. You don't have to be. Minister Mari was not flashy like I was. He got more like that when he got close to the end, being around me. But I like smart. I don't like people doing stupid shit over and over and over and over and over again and they're blaming people. I like resolving. Mother Susan said what? And you looking good too. All right now, Mother Susan, you the mother of the church. Stay the mother of the church. Don't try to be a sister now. Stay in your place, Mother Susan, because I ain't nothing to play with. I'll straighten that leg out. All right, praise God. But my thing is, this is if people were really doing numerology, all of this stuff I'm talking about, they will be clear of. It says specifically that it helps you make good decisions. It ain't good decision to be over here messing with me. Only thing on my mind is making money so I can achieve my goals. That's it. If you can't do that, what we talking for? I said something. Hold on. I done said something because I said all these laughing emojis. Oh, must have said something. But I'm just being honest with y'all. It's like when I'm dealing with my clients and stuff, I work the numbers. When they were doing the Delogoon, they were working the numbers. That's why I know as much as I know. How in the world you got the map of your life and the numbers of your life and you still making bad decisions? You have to be interesting. A Sagittarius is going to get bored. A Sagittarius is going to get bored. Once I figure out, it's like the Rubik's Cube. What is there to play with? You're not that deep. You're not clean. Like, what are you going to do in my life but get in my way? And that's going to really piss me off. I already told you the agenda. If you can't do the agenda, then, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, some of y'all be causing problems, and you be thinking somebody blocking your pathway, and you think somebody working against you, and you be trying to do what you want to do in other people's path. I have a numerical life path. I got a certain time to get to a certain destination. You got too much time that you are spending doing stuff outside of what you're supposed to be doing. And if you are part of a elite, if you're a part of a tribe, if you're a part of a church, then what is the objective? What is the motive, the journey? And if you ain't trying to do that, then what are you doing? I'm like Deborah Cox. There's a stranger in my house. I don't mind helping people. I don't mind inspiring people. But I'm not going to sit there and let you waste time and waste my time. Ask their people in my church, they already know I label them as liars. We could talk a whole hour, I ain't heard nothing they said. If I ever label you as a liar, I don't listen to you. I'm saying this all around the world. You could be the president of the United States, you could be my mama, you could be my children. If I label you a liar, you could be trying to save my life. I won't even hear you. Because I'll be looking at you, but I ain't listening. Because once I deem you, I'm a sad. Once your word ain't nothing, I hear nothing you got to say. You like salt that lost its savior. And guess what? I didn't do that to us. You did that. When your word ain't worth your bond, what I'm listening for? I'm listening to Egun. I'm listening to the divine. Because I know they're going to keep their word. Everything about my manifestation is about people keeping their words or spirits keeping their word. Why would I interact with somebody that you don't care that you don't keep your word? You don't care if you fall short of your word. You don't care how I feel about what you already said in the beginning. I got people in my church like that. You lie and then forget you done told a lie. I ain't. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries. What's attractive about a liar? What's attractive about a thief? What's attractive about a con artist? I don't even want your lying, that tongue that you suck dick with, I don't want that lying tongue on my tallywhacker. Huh? I don't want to screw a lying piece of pussy. I'm not interested. There's too many truth tellers around there. There's too many men and women around here in life that stand by their word and their word is their bond. Why would I entertain? At my age, why would I entertain somebody that does not have personal value of themselves? Y'all make that make sense. At some point of your life, why are you entertaining somebody that keeps putting on fronts? And you know they're putting on front. I'm not going to keep watching a show I don't want to watch. I'm not going to continue to listen to a song that does me no interest. And the reason I'm talking the way that I'm talking, because I know my numerology. I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do. If you were serious, you wouldn't be playing the games you're playing. You wouldn't be wasting the time you're wasting. Because you ain't wasting my time. You're wasting your own time. I done gave melanated people opportunity on my website to get involved into Paulo, to get involved in Risha. If that ain't where you trying to go and you ain't got no real goals, when I tell you I'm so uninterested, There's times I talk to my eldest son. If I have to be around smart people because I'm like, okay, I can only listen to dumb people so long. All of a sudden, then I'll be like, okay. Let me tell y'all something. And anybody know, I will call you stupid in a minute. Like, if I keep listening to you, and you keep sounding stupid and talking stupid, I have apologized to so many elder people. I'm like, that's a dumbish, that's stupid. Like, I'm a Sag. Some of y'all think y'all want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to me. You're not ready for the truth. I'm not going to hear your asinine conversation and don't say nothing. And this is why people talking about, oh, you putting people down. No, I'm putting people where they belong, in their place. Because you so busy running around here telling them lies to yourself, you think somebody putting you down, when the truth of the matter is, they just putting you in your numeral sequence of order. This is why when we doing, if you ever baked or cooked, and if you ain't got no measuring cups in your cabinet, you full of shit. I tell you to your face. If you don't have no measuring cups, no measuring spoon, you ain't serious about cooking. Anybody that does not do math in the kitchen ain't serious. Anybody that do math in conjure ain't serious. I know that if I'm working with quicksilver, I can only use so much quicksilver because it's poisonous. I know that there are certain times I can only use certain type of conjure because I understand the math behind it. Do you understand? Math is everything when it comes to magic. And it affects every area of your life. And for people to be out here free willy-nilly and doing spells that you, and I tell everybody, every 21 days, energy shifts. The information you got within the cycle of those 21 days, if you don't do what you need to do in those 21 days, you need a whole nother formula. Things have changed since the last time you got that instruction. That ain't my fault. That's your fault. If you ain't serious about conjure, you should be out here cash apping. You should be zailing. You should be doing things like that nature. If you're serious about your conjure. Other than that, you're going to stay in your cycle. You're going to stay in your cycle. I cannot get out of being a six-figure man to millionaire status utilizing the same number. I have to change my formula. That's not Chief Apostle either. That's anybody. You can't get out of the ghetto without changing your numbers. You can't get out of bad relationships without changing your numbers. You can't get out of poverty not changing your numbers. You cannot get out of sickness without changing your numbers. Maybe you have to burn more than one candle in order for it to manifest. But you can only afford one candle. That ain't my fault. You might need 9 candles instead of 3. You might need 7 candles instead of 4. But normal, melanated people, you can't afford what you have need of. So you nigger and you wonder why those manifestations do not come to pass the way that they need to come to pass. And they should be complementing your numbers, your natural born numbers. Synchronicity is all about the numbers. Synchronicity is all about the numbers. Being in the right place or at the right time, you hear the right information to make the right decisions. I'm not going to let you make it complicated. I challenge intellect. If you want to grow, if you want to develop, if you want to be powerful, understand your numbers. Stop letting people just throw random numbers at you and tell you about the Airgoon. Thank you for your teaching on YouTube. Thank you so much, sweetheart. See, if everybody, let me tell y'all something. If everybody do their part, do a little bit. When I mean a little bit, it don't take much when we have a massive tribe. It just takes people being consistent and understanding why this information matters. That's all that matters. And what happens with those numbers, those numbers affect your numbers. My numbers affect your number in a positive way. If you know you a person that I'm gonna use this example. If you know that you're a person that your bills do not come first, your pleasure come first, you're never going to work well because your numbers are different. You're never going to work well with somebody that puts their bills first and then their pleasure. Because y'all formulas are different. Some of you all look at people and say, you know what, that man or woman is about their business. You know you're not. Why are you over there messing with that person? That person already told you that what they're gearing out. You trying to suck on them, lick on them. That is not going to change what they're after. You know you can't even compliment that. These lives are for grown people. Stop coming on my live getting offended. You know you childish. You know you immature. You know you're not ready for real life. So this ain't the time. When you grow some hair on your nuts, when you can sit your titties up, then you come on back here and talk with grown people. Other than that, stay on the spiritual porch. These lives are nothing but fact-based, truth foundation, and that's what it's all about. And ain't nothing fit to change. Because these are the foundations of manifestation. And since I'm here for the manifestation, whether it's an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, I do not sow seeds of $1,000. Look at me really well. I cannot sit out here and say that I'm trying to get to millionaire status and I here sowing $1,000. I sow tens of thousands of dollars. I'm going to say that again. I, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., that's why it makes sense that I am going to become a millionaire. Because I am sowing seeds of watermelons, I am going to get watermelons. I am sowing corn, I am going to get corn. You're sowing kibbles of bits, you're going to get bits. Bitch. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you want to change your spiritual structure, your economic structure, even when it comes to relationship, you must find the numbers that bring the manifestation for your life. And then you abide in that formula. And you will always get that result. But as long as you keep listening to these other people and talking about, oh, your angel. No. Because if your angel was present, manifestation would be present. If your egoons were present, manifestation would be present. If you were really that smart, you would not be making dumb decisions. And I know, all I tell people this. Here's the numbers. The Bible says 5 wise, 5 foolish. All 10 of us can't claim to be wise. Because there are only 5 slots for the wise. I'm going to say it again. You might not like how I teach it and how I say it, but it ain't going to change the truth. It ain't but 5 wise and 5 fools. If all 10 of us cannot claim and actually be wise, because it only those with the formula of wisdom is going to fit in this slot. And you know what's going to happen with other black people? When you can't fit in a slot, you're going to start demonizing. You're going to start causing problems. You knew you was a fool when I first mentioned. Because a fool hates instruction. And you can't stand instruction. I don't care what you practice. You have been a problem in your family ever since you were born. You was a problem in your mama's pussy. You was a problem in your daddy's dick. And ever since you came out, you've been a problem. Because you don't like to follow instructions. It's not where you're going. It's who you are. I had one of my pastors tell me, you take you everywhere you go. You take your numbers and your numerology everywhere you go. And there's a common denominator to your problem. If you want better, you will hang around better. I'm going to say it again. If you really wanted better, you would do better. You would be putting yourself in a position that you can get a different outcome. But the simple fact that you choose as a grown man and grown woman to continue to do the same pattern, to follow the same pattern and expect something different, it's called insanity, baby. Ain't no amount of candles going to change your bad decisions and your disrespect for numerology. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. If it wasn't for certain support, I'd have been closed the door on some of y'all. If you had not helped me do what I needed to do, some of y'all smart, y'all using y'all favor to make y'all life better. But some of these other people, they fuck ups. And they been a fuck up. And if they had not helped me, I would not be giving them certain opportunities. Because I keep looking, I've been watching their life for a while. I watch how they do stuff. I'm not here to waste my life. And I'm not here to allow you to waste it either. And look at that. Chris sent the tribe. If I'm not, the tribe is 100. I think the tribe is $190 away from $1,500. The tribe is still sending money. That's what I'm talking about. And y'all like I'm being funny. You don't care. There's no way that I would sit here and hear the other side of the team that's continuously helping. Even though the deadline was last Saturday at noon, I'm watching the tribe in spite of. We still want to hit our goal. Everybody from this tribe is still giving towards that. The Saints done set down shot and just y'all take a loss like you take a dig. Bear. I don't understand it. There's no way I would give up and give in. Not being up under the type of leadership that y'all up under, the tribe is still to this day, they gonna hit their mark. Every last one of them gonna do their part until it's done. Because guess what? They're changing their history. That's what real knowledge and real numerology do there. You change the law of probability in your life. That makes sense? You change the probability. Minister Mario, with death start coming after Minister Mario in his 30s. He was supposed to die at 33. But because of the conjuring, the things that he was doing and I was doing, he lived to be 44. He lived to see his daughter's 16th birthday. That's an additional 10 years. All his classmates were dying in very young ages. I told Ms. Ma, I said, y'all done pissed somebody out. Y'all got to carry in y'all class yearbook because all his classmates were dying, whether it was car accidents, and I was doing all kind of conjure to protect him for 10 years. But because he was obedient and he felt following the ebos and the numerology, God extended his life. And he was able to enjoy his life through his sickness and still got victory. Now he's eternal, Mafedifun Ochosi, crown. Because if he had died early, he would have never achieved that. God don't give you more time, or Spirit don't give you more time for you to go out here and fuck around. It's still for you to reach your goal. And that's what you would understand when I was talking about ancestry on my TikTok channel. Miranda's, my Aquarius from Hawaii says, God talks a lot about add and multiplication in Deuteronomy. Exactly. It's mathematics. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I am trying to convince you don't know what you're talking about. And you don't have no respect for conjure. There's no way that I want a new life that I'm gonna be out here sowing $4,000 and $5,000 when I know I need to be sowing tens of thousands of dollars. My family come from millionaire status. How am I gonna arrive there? My mom's not a millionaire. My dad's not a millionaire. My relatives are millionaires. But to change my trajectory for myself and my children, I got to change the laws of probability. And if I can do it, you can do it. I'm going to say it again. If I can do it, you can do it. Just like I got to work harder than other people that already had a jump start in life than I have, but don't mean I can't get it though. And just because you don't have the advantages I have, don't mean you can't get it either. But you're going to have to follow your numerical numbers. And you're going to follow those numbers, that them numbers lead you to where you're trying to go. And respect those numbers, because they have energy, frequency, and vibration. All right? My Fetty Foon. Oh, yeah. Mother of nine. $9, $90, $900, $9,000, $90,000, or $900,000. 9. Sow those seeds if you want transformation. 6. Fix it. You want something fixed, then sow seeds of 6. You want something fixed, like a fixed sign, like Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. You want something fixed, that's 6. 3 is opportunities, roll openings. So in 3s. I'm tired of getting y'all formulas, because there's no reason for you not to win. There's absolutely no reason for you not to win. I'm giving you the answers. Literally giving you the answers with my numbers. Okay? Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.